another video. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Jess. Welcome. So I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be putting my twist on a TikTok trend that is currently going around right now amongst the beauty creators, and that is to use this filter that is basically like a drugstore makeup filter. You put this filter on and you say, okay, for this first step, for primer example, for primer, I'm going to use what brand? And then you push the filter and then it goes through a whole bunch of different drugstore brands until it gets to one, and whatever it lands on is the brand that you have to use for primer. However, I do not own a room full of makeup where, you know, these creators have like shelves of so much makeup behind them. I am just a regular schmegular girl who has a regular schmegular collection of makeup. So what I've decided to do is put my own twist on this. I went ahead and went through my entire makeup collection and selected only drugstore makeup, and I put it all in this bin right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, instead of letting a filter choose my makeup for me or like what brand I'm gonna use, because as I was going through this, which I will show you guys here in a little bit, like me going through my makeup collection, but you will come to realize that I don't have as many brands available to me as I thought I did. I've come to realize that I tend to buy the same brands over and over again, like e.l.f. and NYX. Those are two of my favorites apparently. So what I thought I would do instead is I would just pick from the available products that I have for each step, and then we will do just like a full face of drugstore makeup. I hope this sounds fun to you. It sounds really fun to me. I'm so excited to film this video and see what this makeup is gonna look like at the end. Also, I apologize so much for the lighting. I've been dealing with this for, I'm not kidding, like an hour, trying to get the right lighting settings on my camera, but like the sun just keeps coming in and out of the clouds. There's nothing I can do, so I've given up. I don't care anymore. So we're gonna get into this makeup. Let's go. Okay, so my entire makeup collection is inside of this box and inside of this drawer. So let's go ahead and look through it and separate what's drugstore and what's not. Okay, so here I have this L'Oreal concealer, 3 e.l.f. primers. Here I have a Flower Beauty setting spray and a blush stick. I have 2 LA Pro concealers. I have a Flower Beauty setting spray. I have this super old Physicians Formula highlighter. Then this one from Wet n Wild. I have a Morphe translucent setting powder. This Maybelline blush highlight duo. A Flower Beauty blush. A setting powder from Maybelline and one from L'Oreal. Flower Beauty highlighter. This next section right here is mainly like liners, some eyeshadow sticks, and then this is all lip products. So for eyeliners, I'm seeing lots of NYX. I also have these eyeshadow sticks from Flower Beauty that are so pretty. I have several different NYX lip liners, but I have my favorites in my drawer, so I'll just use those. And then these are Urban Decay shadow sticks, which we can't use. And then I have this one from Flower Beauty, which I will add to the pile. So a lot of these lip products are Urban Decay and Jill Stewart. I have some from NYX, but my favorite NYX soft lip creams are actually in the drawer, so I'll just use the ones that are in the drawer. I have this one here from Neutrogena. I have this one from Milani. Now for eyeshadow palettes, these are the ones that I have. The only drugstore eyeshadow palette that I have is this one from Morphe, and it's the James Charles palette, but the rest of this is like Urban Decay, Too Faced, Anastasia, so we'll just leave that in there. And then all of this is just makeup brushes. So that basically is it for what's in this box. So here are the makeup products that I keep in my drawer. My base products are in this little bin. I'll definitely be using this, the e.l.f. concealer. Here I have a ColourPop highlight, another LA Pro concealer, and this one's from Garnier. Here are my setting sprays and setting powders, and those are drugstore, so we're gonna move on to this section right here, which is more powders. So here we have Laura Mercier, here we have Flower Beauty, then we have Milani, a L'Oreal powder, an Essence blush. This is my favorite, I use it all the time. This little Flower Beauty eyeshadow quad. In this little section we have cream contours, highlights, and blushes. So this one from She Glam, I have this one from Wet n Wild, this one from e.l.f., these two from Flower Beauty. For the brows I have this one from e.l.f. and this one from NYX. Oh, and also this one from NYX. For mascaras I have this one from Flower Beauty and this one from L'Oreal. In here I have some lip products from NYX, Milani, Flower Beauty, and Shein. Oh my gosh, I also forgot that I have this NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This one's really good as well, so that's going in the pile. And then I have also an e.l.f. eyeliner, several NYX lip liners, which I will choose one when I get to that part. So now that you've seen, this is all the makeup that I have to choose from. Okay, so starting with primer. So I normally don't use primer on a day-to-day basis, so I don't have a lot to choose from. My favorite primer is just a good moisturizer, honestly. So the only primers that I have are these mini ones from e.l.f. We have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which I've heard so many good things about, so I'm probably gonna try this one. Luminous Putty Primer. I'm an oily ass bitch, I don't need to be luminous. And then a matte primer. I'm like a greasy ass bitch, so I definitely don't need anything with luminosity. And I also have pretty large pores here in this side of my face, like in the center, so I'm gonna just apply this to the center of my face. And then I guess the matte one, honestly I'm not gonna use the matte one because I don't like whenever my skin feels overly matte either. Like, I'm oily, but I want to feel like my skin has some hydration to it. Otherwise foundation will just cling onto any dry patches from the primer. You know what I mean. If you're oily, you get it. Okay, so I've just finished applying this onto my T-zone. Now let's move on to foundation. For foundation, I really only have 2 products to choose from. The e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, which is my ride or die. I know this bitch is not gonna fail me and it's gonna look really good. However, I also have this Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. I don't really use this a lot and I don't know why. So maybe we should figure out why we don't use this. It is very, very watery, but I would expect it to be because it's a serum foundation. Also, because it is a serum foundation, I'm not expecting this girl to give me lots of coverage. So we're gonna just pump some of this onto my little palette here. And then I'm gonna take a, should I use a sponge or should I use a brush? How do you apply your foundation? Do you use a sponge or do you use a brush? I usually go in with a brush, so that's exactly what I'm gonna be using today. And this one is from e.l.f. This is the Buffing Foundation Brush. I'm gonna just pop this right onto my skin. So this one is in the shade Nude L3. This foundation really doesn't have any sort of coverage on it at all. It's more so like a skin tint. Y'all, this lighting is really playing me. This foundation looks like absolute doo-doo caca, which now makes so much sense as to why I don't use it. Sorry, Flower Beauty, I love you so much, I really do, but that foundation is just not doing it for me. I need coverage, so I'm gonna go in with the Camo CC Cream. I'm gonna just blend with a dry sponge over top because I feel like that brush is making my foundation really streaky from how watery that serum foundation was. I feel like if you're someone who doesn't have texture and has pretty much clear skin already, this one wouldn't be bad because it does give your skin a little bit of a tint, but girl, I need more than just a tint. Next up is concealer. So for concealer, I have my trusty e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And then I also have this one from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I think that might be all of the concealers that I have. I have some from LA Girl, but this one's a color corrector, which I could honestly use on like some of these acne scars, but honestly, I really don't fucking care. These are really the only 2 that I have to choose from. I know this one is extremely fair, and I think that's why I don't reach for it right now, but you know what? Let's just apply a little bit of it and see how it goes. We're gonna be extra bright today. I'm also gonna apply this onto my eyelids to act as like an eyeshadow primer. I don't think this is a bad concealer. It's just a little too light for me right now, but in the winter, this one would be a good color match. Next, we have bronzers. So for bronzers, I also have 2 choices to choose from. First one is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This one is so good. And then the one that I use on the regular is this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Makeup Contour Stick. I love this one so much, but I haven't used e.l.f. in a while, so let's give her a whirl today. This one is in the shade Tan Lines, and honestly, I'm just gonna use a beauty sponge. This color is a little light, and I'm seeing maybe why I haven't reached for it as much. I did get a little bit of a tan this summer, so I think that's why I was reaching for this one more. Okay, the e.l.f. one isn't looking too bad, so we're just gonna leave it. Let's move on to liquid blush. So for liquid blush, I have this one from SheGlam, which I use all the time, and then I have these from Flower Beauty. These are the Blush Bomb Drops. These are so good, so I'm gonna try these because I've been reaching for this one lately. I feel like I've been neglecting these. I'm gonna go in with the color Melon. This one is more suitable for my skin tone right now. This one's too fair and would work really well for my winter shade. Okay, so here's the blush. It's so pretty. It literally looks like I was just out in the sun for like a good minute and my cheeks are nice and rosy. I love that. So now let's go ahead and set with some setting powder. So the only translucent setting powder that I have is this one from Morphe. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. And then for pressed powders, I have a couple. So we'll apply pressed powder after I'm done applying translucent, I guess. For some reason, I had it in my mind that I used a lot of drugstore, that almost like my entire routine is drugstore, but I'm coming to the realization that that's not really the case. However, I do use a mix of both. Okay, so for pressed powders, we have 3 different ones to choose from, I believe. Okay, so we have this one from L'Oreal. This is the current one that I've been using. So maybe we'll set her down so we can try something different. And we have this one from L'Oreal. This is the True Match powder. And then this one from Maybelline. So I'm gonna try the Maybelline one because this one's way too tan for me right now, and this one seems like it might work. I'm gonna grab a big puffy powder brush. This one's from Flower Beauty, and I'm just gonna set my face in the areas where I didn't apply translucent setting powder, which I think I just applied the translucent one in the T-zone, so I'll apply this one like on the outside of the face. Okay, so now we're gonna add some powdered bronzer. For powdered bronzer, the only one that I have is this one from Milani, and this one's so good. I wonder if I have enough products to do like a full face of like high-end makeup, because so far I'm doing pretty okay with like the drugstore. I have at least all the steps that I need to do like my regular makeup. I just don't know if that would apply for like high-end makeup, so maybe I'll try that next. For blush, we have some choices. So we have 2 from Flower Beauty. This one is like a pinky color with some shimmer in it. I would think this is more of like a topper. This is in the shade Warm Hibiscus. And then I also have this one, which is like a mauve color. This one's called Sweet Pea. I used to use this one all the time before I purchased this one, which is my new obsession. It clearly broke because I use it so much, but this one's from Essence, and I believe I paid like $2.50 for this at Ulta because it was on sale. It's the Essence blush in the color Beloved. This is my holy grail, like how can I not? But for the sake of trying different things, we're gonna go in with this one, Sweet Pea by Flower Beauty. This one is still so pretty. I'm gonna quickly take some of this translucent setting powder and I'm gonna just like bake under this area right here to help clean this up. So I'm gonna let this bake sit here for a while, so don't mind my baking beard. Now we're gonna add some highlight to the cheekbones. So for highlighter, I have this one from Maybelline, which is like a highlight blush topper kind of combo situation. And then I also have this one from ColourPop, this one from Flower Beauty. This one is a little chunky, but it's really pretty. And then I also have this one from Flower Beauty, which is I think like an eyeshadow quad, but they're all highlights. And honestly, these two right here, this one and this one, are so bomb. They give you the most blinding highlight. I typically apply this on the bridge of my nose and on my inner corners as well as the brow bone, but on the cheeks, I never really actually try it because I feel like it'd be a little too much. I want to try something that I haven't tried in so long, which is this one. I want to see if it's any good, because if it's not, then like it's going in the trash. And to be honest with you, this is probably like so expired, it's not even a joke. But you know what? Fuck it, let's go in with it. I'm going to just apply it to like this area of my cheeks. Okay, yeah, that's a really pretty little highlight moment. Okay, Maybelline, work. Not me using this little mirror. Ew, this pimple is so crusty, it looks disgusting. So there's a highlight. She's literally beaming, so we love her. We're definitely gonna keep her. She's not going in the trash. You've been saved. So now let's do some eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna quickly wipe away any of the nasty creasing that's going on in my eyelids right now, and I'm gonna set it with some baking powder. The bake right here is driving me a little nuts, so I'm just gonna wipe it away now and hope that it looks a little bit better. Honestly, this makeup isn't looking too bad. If anything, I've just gone a little bit heavy-handed with it. Like the blush and the contour and the highlight are a little extreme, but other than that, I mean, like the products themselves are nice. Okay, so now moving on to eyes. The only eyeshadow palette that I have is this one right here from Morphe Cosmetics in collaboration with James Charles. And the only reason why I kept this eyeshadow palette was because of the fact that it literally has every single color that you could possibly think of or need in any situation, whether you want to create something neutral or colorful. Although the only downside of this thing is that it's fucking massive. What kind of makeup look do I want to do today? Do I want to go all Barbie-core and do something that matches my top and my nails? Or do I want to do something neutral and play it safe? Let's be real, I'm gonna go in with something neutral, so let me do that neutral makeup look and I'll be right back. Boom, I'm back. I bet you didn't see that one coming. I actually put some pink in the waterline to match with my shirt and to give you a little bit of a surprise. Now I'm gonna go in with this NYX Wonder Pencil, which is basically just like a nude pencil, and I'm gonna apply that onto the waterline to kind of help brighten up my eyes a little bit. Okay, so now for a liner. So I have this one from e.l.f. This is just their basic, like $1 liner that used to be $1 before inflation. I don't know how much it is now, but I'm just basically gonna take this and do a winged liner. It literally feels like I cannot breathe when I do winged liner. The thickness difference between these two is just unreal. I really do feel like this step in my makeup has completely botched my look. I'm gonna just leave it there, okay? We're done, we're moving on. I really can't stand the look of my brows right now, so let's fix them. So I'm gonna take the NYX brow pencil, or the, what is this called? The micro brow pencil. This pencil, you guys, I cannot tell you how many times I have repurchased this brow pencil. I feel like I'm almost out of this, and this is the last one that I have. That is how much I love it. But this just makes applying your brows, or like drawing on your brows, so freaking easy. And this lighting is really playing me. I can't. You guys, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you, because honestly, I'm not expecting anyone to watch this today, but I'm honestly just doing it for fun. And also, I have to film, edit, and upload this video in the same day. So if you're watching this, this is literally in real time, quite literally in real time. Like, this is what I was doing hours before you're watching this, if you're watching it when it's published, like the day of. So that's what I've been doing today. What have you been doing? Let me know in the comments. The brows have been filled in, so now to set them, I have two products here. I have the NYX Brow Glue and then the e.l.f. Brow Lift. The e.l.f. Brow Lift is so good. It literally keeps your brows in place. It's so affordable as well. However, I only like to use this one when it's the first step in my makeup routine, because once I have like makeup on already, applying this, it just gets really gross and gunky. And honestly, this one does it too, and I don't like that about this product, but there's really nothing I can do about it, so I'm just gonna go in with this one because I really don't want to mess up the other one. And this one already has the brush. It's just more convenient. And she's good. She works really good. She just gets a little crusty sometimes. So now we're going to move on to mascara. I only have 2 drugstore mascaras. The first one being this one from Flower Beauty. This is the Warrior Princess. And then the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. So the only differences between these two is that this one is waterproof and this one is not. So we're not going to be using waterproof today because I just don't want to deal with it. I cannot stand waterproof mascara. It's the only mascara that really does hold my curl, but it's such a pain in the butt to get it off. I'm going to start by curling my lashes. I'm actually using a drugstore curler, so this still counts. This one's from e.l.f. This one was a really good curler when I first bought it, and now it just doesn't curl like it used to. Like, I don't know if I just need to change out the little pad or what, but it low-key kind of sucks now. So now I'm gonna quickly pop on some mascara. Mascara really doesn't do shit for my upper lashes, to be honest with you. The magic really happens on my lower lashes because for some reason those are just like way better than my top lashes, but you know what, it's fine. I'm gonna just apply like the teeniest amount because I don't want to take away from the hot pink going on the lower lash line, so we're just gonna add a little bit. A lash would really make this look like, you know, complete because lashes just do that. Okay, so now let's do lips. So for lips, we have quite a lot to choose from. A lot of them are from Flower Beauty, some are from NYX, and then a few other brands like Milani and Shein. But for this one, I want to do like a pinky lip, so I'm gonna do this one. This is the Flower Beauty Bitten Lip Stain in the shade Sweet, and this is just like a really pretty like rosy pink color that just like matches this look. I want to keep it kind of like monochromatic with the shirt at the top and the eye makeup. Did I just say shirt and top and eye makeup? That's literally 2 of the same things. With the shirt, the lip, and the eye makeup. I'm just realizing that I didn't use any lip liner. Oops. The formula of this lip color is so lightweight and comfortable. I really do like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of this Flower Beauty highlighter on my nose because I always just use it on the tip of my nose because it's like so blinding. It's so cute. Okay, and then lastly, to lock everything in place, I have this Seal the Deal setting spray. This is an illuminating setting spray from Flower Beauty. I'm gonna give it a quick shake and then just set my entire face. And here is a finished makeup look using only drugstore products. And that's basically the end of this video, you guys. If you've made it to the very end, you are a real one. Literally, thank you so, so much. And I cannot tell you how many times I actually thought about just completely giving up on this whole idea while like filming this. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notification that way you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so, so much. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I fucking appreciate you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!